Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Are you planning to participate in the New Jersey Lighthouse Challenge? I wanted to share a few tips that I wish I had known before I participated in the challenge last year. My first tip is simple. Have a plan. In order to complete the New Jersey Lighthouse Challenge, you have to collect a stamp from each of the 11 participating lighthouses and the 4 participating life-saving stations. You don't want to crisscross the state trying to collect these stamps. So it's good to have a plan of how you plan to approach these lighthouses and life-saving stations. Last year, I started in the southern part of the state and worked my way up and around. I also arrived early on Friday so I could take some pictures and climb the Cape May Lighthouse before the challenge starts, so I didn't have to worry about doing that on Saturday morning. As you are planning, there are 3 lighthouses that are currently not on the official list that you should consider adding. One is the East Point Lighthouse. This one was removed last year over some disagreements with the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. The lighthouse is a short drive from the Delaware Bay stop, and the views are stunning. The other one is the Hereford Inlet Lighthouse, which is a short drive from the Tatham Life Saving Station, and it's definitely worth the detour. And the last one is the Conover Beacon. You can't climb this lighthouse, but it definitely completes the full New Jersey Lighthouse experience. Then there are the night climbs. These climbs are only available Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. So you will need to decide which light you would want to climb after 6 p.m. on Saturday. Currently, the NavSync Twin Lights, Tucker Islands Light, and the Tinicum Rear Range Light are on the 2025 list. You will need to choose one since the distance between them will make it very hard to do more than one that evening. I climbed NavSync last year. Parking is limited, so you'll likely have to park at the nearby high school and walk through a wooded path, which wasn't ideal in the dark. So definitely bring a flashlight if you decide to do that night climb. I actually went back the next day for better daylight views and a clear shot of New York City on the horizon. Next, you will want to think about how you want to manage your time. Going strictly off of Google will underestimate the time involved. You may have to drive more than an hour between some stops, and you can expect to spend 15 to 30 minutes at each stop, depending on how long you want to explore the area. For your awareness, Tucker Island may have lines since they do have limited capacity for their towers. So my recommendation for managing your time would be to ensure that you are at your first lighthouse at 8 o'clock Saturday morning when the Lighthouse Challenge begins. If you maximize the first day, you won't have too many lighthouses to visit on the second day. I would also recommend not minimizing those life-saving stations. I was just planning to go into the life-saving stations, get my stamp, and move on. Those stops turned out to be the most informative stops on the challenge. The volunteers at these stops were very knowledgeable and full of wonderful stories. You will definitely want to take a few minutes to chat with them. When it comes to lodging, there are a lot of different approaches that people take. Some people get one hotel at a central location and they use that as their home base. For me, I found that the 2-hotel approach worked a lot better for me. So I got a hotel near my first lighthouse location, and then I got the second hotel near the first lighthouse location for day 2. And that way I didn't have to double back and waste time traveling back to a central hotel location. Just a reminder, hotels are definitely pricier along the Jersey Shore, so just take that into consideration. If you do have hotel rewards points, you will probably want to use those. I have IHG and I have Hyatt, so I try to use those rewards programs as much as possible to cut down on the cost of these trips. So the next tips revolve around food. Make sure that you pack snacks and water for the car ride, because you're going to spend a lot of time going from one lighthouse to the next. So you're going to be in the car a lot. So you want to make sure that you have food that you can snack on while you're driving. Healthy food that you can snack on while you're driving. One thing that I didn't do last year that I'm definitely going to do this year, because I'm not a fan of fast food, is to map out some local restaurants to try along the route. This year, I am planning to try Rick's Seafood and the Grilled Cheese and Crab Cake Company. These are some restaurants that I saw online, but if you have some suggestions, please drop them in the comments so I can add them to my list, and so anybody else who's planning to attend the challenge from out of town will know where they can go as well to get some decent food over the weekend. So the last thing is about fees and tolls and parking. So the fee this year is $10 for the Lighthouse Challenge. That's an increase from $5 last year, which isn't that bad for all that you're doing, I guess. But that $10 does not include climbing some of these lighthouses. There are a few lighthouses that will require you to pay an additional fee if you desire to climb. Climbing is not required to get your stamp for the challenge, but if you want to climb, you will have to pay the additional fee. There is parking at all of the lighthouses, and there is definitely street parking at the life-saving stations. The only place that parking was an issue was Navsink, and that was only during the night climb because there were so many people coming there to do the climb. So the parking lot is definitely not large enough to handle that big of a crowd, but there is parking at all of the lighthouses, free parking at all of the lighthouses and the life-saving stations. There are plenty of toll roads in New Jersey, so make sure you have your Easy Pass. If you don't have an Easy Pass, you can pick up an Easy Pass on the go at stores like Giant, so that you can have an Easy Pass to make it really quick to move around, because sometimes, especially if you're using GPS and you're not paying attention, and you could be on a toll road and not know it. So just to be safe, get an Easy Pass, have it mounted in your window so you don't have to worry about trying to find it. Because sometimes the quickest route from one lighthouse to the other is a toll road. So you want to just be prepared. Oh, another thing that I did not know was that New Jersey gas stations are full service. So the attendant actually pumps your gas, and I was not aware of this, so I was kind of surprised when this happened. It really caught me off guard. So you're not caught off guard. Just remember, full service stations. So the attendant pumps the gas. So whether you're planning to finish all 11 lighthouses and 4 life-saving stations, or just focusing on a few, the reward is definitely the journey. You'll collect great stories, see amazing coastal views, collect passport stamps for your lighthouse passport, and you'll meet a lot of nice people along the way. The New Jersey Lighthouse Challenge is definitely an amazing experience, and I am really looking forward to doing it again this year. So until next time, I hope to see you in New Jersey at the light.